Stop asking me to go places that require me to pull out my debit card and spend money, cause
bitch, I'm broke.
$7 to my name. Me and other rappers not the same.
Bitch, I'm broke.
I ain't spend $1 on my chain, and I don't really think I'm finna change. I check my bank account in 20-minute intervals when I'm at dinner, just in case I'm losing money on my Disney Plus subscription.
I'm broke.
Just keep it a G, stop speaking to me.
Motherfucker, I'm broke.
It ain't no dollars I can mention.
I'm broke.
No need to alter your perception.
I'm broke.
How I'ma pay to get a section
I'm broke.
when I can't even pay attention?
I'm broke.
Just keep it a G, stop speaking to me.
Motherfucker, I'm broke.
Little bitch, I'm broke.
What is up, guys? I am Ariel G, and if you are new here, thank you so much for clicking on my channel. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for your love and support as you go along with me on this financial debt-free journey. All right, guys, so it is finally here. First off, Happy New Year's to you all. I hope that you are having a great new year thus far. I hope everything is gonna go the way you want it to go. Everything happens for you, all of your goals, all of your expectations, everything. I hope everything that you are really asking and praying for really comes your way. And I hope that you do the same and feel the same for me as I go along with life. So I am going to apologize in advance if you hear any kind of coughing or wheezing. Unfortunately, COVID has hit our home yet again. So we are just now recovering from it. And then also an apology if you hear one of my dogs in the background moving around. We are in our new home. If you go back to my last video, I told you guys, if you go back in my last video, I told you guys that we had to move from our previous home into a new home, and we are in it semi. And one of the dogs is here with me. The other one is still kind of guarding our old house, and she'll be over here pretty soon with us. So we're kind of just moving around, so just bear with me. I am, like I said, I'm getting over this round 2 of COVID. This will be the second time I've had it, and by the grace of God, I've been able to beat it and recover from it. So I'm grateful for that. But anyways, let's go into what this video is about. We are in baby step number 2. Yes, we are in baby step number 2, guys. And I am so excited because now is the time where we can pay off our debts. And I'm so excited to get that, here and rocking with you guys. Now, in our first video, we went over some of the debts that we had in 2021, 2021, and our number came out to be $106,000. I mean, we were so close to $107,000. Now, as time went on, a lot of these things ended up getting disputed off of my credit. It ended up getting disputed off of my credit. So a lot of things you actually won't see anymore. So like, for instance, we are not looking at this one, which is exciting. This one was actually paid off, but then it was reinitiated. So it was $1,000 when I first got this, and this one was from my bank, a loan from my bank. It was $1,000, and I ended up paying it off, but then I turned around and got it back, got another loan back. So we ended up with it back on there. This is not on there. I never knew what this was. It just had something for Tennessee on it. Never knew what it was. But I disputed it, saying I had no clue what it was. I'd never even seen this bill before, so I got that off. H&R Block, that was a loan I had got. It never showed up. I still ended up kind of paying it off with my taxes. So when I got my taxes back this year, or during this time, they ended up taking it out of my taxes, which was fine. I had no problem with that. So that one's out. This one is actually, we're coming up with a solution for my refinancing with my bed, my bedroom set. Wells Fargo, it's kind of iffy because it's not on any of my other credit bureaus, but it still is on my Experian. So trying to see what I can do to kind of get that off because it's so old. This one, let's see, my current car has actually gone down to about 10,000. So we're definitely not, looking at much of that to pay off. So I am extremely excited, but I do want to go ahead because it's been some changes with this, it's been some changes with that, it's been a couple of changes. So I do want to go ahead and share those changes with you. And yet again, I will say this, I do like doing pen and paper. However, with it being a new year, I haven't gotten my monthly planner just yet. I would like to get another happy planner, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm looking. I mean, I'm liking doing it in my tablet because it's cheaper, but I also like kind of writing it out. I don't know what it is. I like the feel of the paper. You guys tell me what you think in the comments below. Should I just stick with doing it in my tablet? Because it's nothing fancy if it's in my tablet. Keep in mind that I went through some of my debts and was trying to figure out where some of these debts were coming from. Now, unfortunately, I wrote the numbers down, but I kind of didn't write down where they were coming from. But I do know that some of these aren't really that different from what I've had before. It's just a few that I need to really do. Okay, so these are my, be all in the colors, and of course it's gonna be red because even though red is my favorite color, red is also like your past due type thing. So here we go. So debts. Oh, my handwriting's so bad, y'all. So my debt for what is this, 2022. Oh, 2022. Please be kind to me. So, like I said, I was silly enough to write the numbers down, but not write the names down. And I'm actually, we're still in the process of moving, so I don't have the debt folder with me. I just have the binder, but I don't have the actual folder with all of the bills in it that actually match the numbers. So when I do get those, I'm gonna come back and then I'll put the names with those. But for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and just write the figures down so you can kind of see what I got going on. So I did end up going through some bills, and I did find some things that I probably didn't add to the last video. So I came across a bill that said I owed $57.13, which I was like, what? I don't even know what that's for, but that is really simple. Another one for, oh, it finish changing something, girl. Another one for $172.07. Then we have another one for $247.54. Now I do know this one, $335.44. I do know that one is belonging to my Capital One credit card. The next one is $450. That one is also coming from a Capital One credit card, and as crazy as it sounds, I have currently a Capital One credit card, but I'm actually being a little bit more responsible with this one than I was then. A 634, not 20. $634. That one is for my son's old hospital bill. One that is, well, no, we're gonna do the 1,000, which is my credit union. Definitely gotta pay that off. Well, that one actually, they take about $120 out of my check a month to get that paid off. But of course, I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna pay obviously a little bit more to get that off. But I might actually end up paying that one off a lot sooner than the rest of these, since that one's coming out of my check. And then we have a Sprint, an old Sprint bill, and I think this was before they got bought out. It was Sprint before they got bought out by, I think it was T-Mobile. I bought a phone for them, and instead of just, I guess, turning my phone over to T-Mobile, they just billed me and said, this is what you owe for your phone, along with like some other stuff that I had with that particular. And this was back when I had an Android, so I know this one was for that. So this is for my Sprint. And then I got a bill for $1,395. I can't remember what that one was for, but like I said, once I go in, once I get my folder, or I'm sorry, my binder, then I'll be able to kind of figure out the names. So I have that one. Then we have the personal bill, an old personal loan for $2,391. So that's an old personal loan. And then we have one of my cars that got repossessed. Oh my goodness, way back then. I think this was my Honda for $5,344.23. And that one was for the old Honda Fit that I had. Brand new. I was so sad when they took that car away from me. I haven't seen my other car, which was for the Toyota. I haven't seen that one, so I'm gonna have to double check because I'm quite sure. I haven't seen it on two of my credit bureaus, but I got a feeling that it is still on one. I don't know. I have to double check and see. And then of course we have my Ford, which, like I said, that one, that one I got down to about $10,000. And that one is for my current car, which is a Ford. And then as of right now, the last thing I have is my student loans, which is $72,128. And that one is for my student loan. And this is pretty much a snippet of everything. Oh, my handwriting was crooked, but that's okay. This is a snippet of everything, all the debts that I am carrying into 2022. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, it doesn't look like as much as this, because like I said, a lot of things got taken off. But it's still the fact that, you know, man, it's well over still, or it's about, you can still tell it's about 100,000. But to be honest, what makes it that much is my student loans. If I didn't have student loans, then it probably wouldn't be that much. I know once I calculated it all up once before without my student loans, it was like close to $30,000. But with student loans, it did make it go up some. So we do have that. If you can set your children up to where they don't have to have student loans, man, that would be lovely, and they will thank you, because that's what I'm trying to do with my son right now, is make sure he doesn't have any student loans if possible. So we're gonna go ahead and we're going to add this up. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this up, and then I will be right back. So from the looks of it, we currently total at $95,250.51 if I totaled it correctly, which is so much better than being like $6,000 in debt, right? So I'll take that over that any day. So wow, that's pretty cool. A lot of the things also that I had on my credit that totaled up to the whole $106,000, I disputed, and I can't remember if I said that already, but I disputed it on my credit. So some things came off, and I didn't really have to worry about a lot. So, I didn't have to worry about paying a lot. So we just have this abundant amount to pay off, and I really don't think it'll take me too long to kind of pay this off, I hope. So I don't know, hopefully it won't. I'm giving myself, I would like to have at least, we're gonna number it, and we're gonna say one. Oops. So yeah, I would love to have 1 through 6 paid off. So we are, let's write down a goal, right? How cool would that be? Let's write down that as a goal. So I would love to have 1 through 6 paid off. I'm gonna give myself, what should we say, guys? Because that doesn't seem like that's a whole lot to try to really pay off 1 through 6. I don't know. I'm trying to see. That's so, because with overtime, I can really get a lot of that paid off, right? So, And I can really just do maybe one good payment. This one I would probably do 2 payments for like the 6,000 to 600. I would do 2 payments of that, just split it in half and do 2 payments of that. So I'll say I'll give myself till, let's say May. That gives us 5 months, six debts, and so we're gonna give about 5 months, right? So I have 1 through 6 paid off by, we'll say, what, the end of May. By the end of May. Right? I think that's fair. That gives me enough time to do what I gotta do, right? I think that would. I think that's pretty fair enough. And then we can just work it into our debt. I think that would be fair, to try to get that done. And then everything else, obviously, I would just go ahead and break those down into smaller payments, and get those paid off, which would be pretty cool. I'm excited about that. I think that's a very durable plan, right? So even though I'm doing the Dave Ramsey method where I have my $1,000 saved up, we pay all of our debts from smallest to largest, I still want to do the SMART method, which is, please comment below if I'm saying it wrong, but I believe it's specific, measurable, what is it? I know it's simple, measurable, I want to say attainable or accurate, realistic, and time. It's the A that I can't remember. Comment below if I'm right or not. Comment below what it actually is. But I know it is the SMART, where you definitely want to, and of course I'm still doing research about it. So once I learn more about it, I'll be able to come back and explain to people who haven't heard of the SMART method. If you haven't, please look it up, because it really is a good method to follow along while you're trying to do anything else. And it's a good method to follow for goals, period, because the SMART method, it kind of breaks it down to how you want to do things and kind of get it done in a really realistic way, because a lot of times we make goals and they're not realistic, right? And if I was to tell you guys like, oh my goodness, I'll pay like all of this off, within 1 year, that's definitely not realistic. But to look and say, hey, I mean, you can pay $57 off, you can pay $107 off, you can pay $200 off, in maybe 1 or 2 checks. And I think that's realistic to say, hey, within 5 months, because this is day 1 of January 1st, 2020, to say, hey, from now till, the end of May, I should be able to have at least 6 of these paid off, which leaves me with the rest. And granted, no, it's not going to take me, the rest of the year to pay the rest completely off. But I really think that if I put to it, once I get these 6 small little things paid off, boy, to go ahead and just knock the rest of it off would be fantastic. And it would probably be just a no-brainer to go ahead and get that done, and still be able to make everything pretty much go good as far as being able to pay my bills and whatever else I need to do, right? With us being on this debt-free journey, we have decided to cancel all of our trips, except for one, I believe. But to go ahead and cancel all of our trips and to really dive in and get out of debt. Especially since we moved into our new home, it's a little bit more expensive. We're in a better neighborhood, which is fantastic, safer, it's great. But definitely with the new bills rolling in, definitely want to be able to stack up a little bit more money, but definitely want to get out of this debt right here. I'm so ready to get out of, and I can't wait. And then of course I have some other things that I'm venturing into to kind of help into that, and of course I would love to share those things with you, and that's something I do plan on doing once I get everything in order. But definitely got to get this out. So for 2022, this is the debt that I am going in with my plan. And this is my debt payoff plan for 2022. My plan is to have at least 6 of these debts completed by the end of May. I'm definitely going to keep you guys updated and informed with paying off these debts, and how continuously tell you guys how I plan on doing that. So please do keep rocking with me, join me, keep me in your prayers, and I hope you guys will continue to follow me. Please keep us in your prayers. As of right now, like I said, we are still recovering from our second round of catching COVID in this cruel world of ours. So please keep us in your prayers to continuously to recover, and we thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please don't forget once again to like, comment, and subscribe, and leave any tips, comments, concerns, tricks, whatever it is, ideas that you may have in the comment section down below. And please remember, do not be mean and do not be a bully, because we don't need any more of those in the world. Bye, guys.